Hi there, welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I have a little thrift haul this morning. I hope you're having a good day. I just got a few little things, so I'm not going to be terribly long, but I wanted to share. So I got a few things last week, and I also went to my little Kirby Church book sale on this past Saturday. So why don't we do those first? These are my Kirby Church book sale books. Here, I'll move that for now. And I'll move you. Oh my goodness, my desk is such a mess. I am still presently working on As You Like It. And I'm also working on the three other, the little Woodland bedtime, the Thornton Burgess bedtime books. So, and I think I'm getting a lot of the text blocks, pages chosen, but I still want to put in the pretty ones. So I'm working on that too. This part is hard when I'm doing 3 books at once. I find that working with the papers a lot really dries my hands out, and before you know it, I've got cuts and splits, and especially because just like with As You Like It, I am doing torn edges on the pages. So that really, all this action is just really wreaks havoc on my fingertips. Well worth it. Don't get me wrong. Well worth it. I'm going to stand up, make sure that I'm in. Okay, I am in screen here. Okay, let's take a look. So the first one is this cute little red book that I love. It's a nice brick red. It's one of my favorite reds. I love red. Get you out of the way. I love reds. So this is a little book, some sermons from a man named Phillips Brooks. And this is a Conkey publication. So there's no publication date in it. But this man lived in the 1800s. He died in 1893. And from the looks of this book and my familiarity now with what old books look like, I would bet that this is in within about a 20-year range on either side of about 1890 for this book. Just from the texture of the paper, the color, the patina of the aging on the paper, it's so beautiful. It's just a cute, sweet little book. I love how thick it is. It's still in quite nice shape as far as putting a new text block in. I think these papers are only going to be good for, let's see. Yeah, these papers are only going to be good for collaging. But don't get me wrong. They're such a fantastic color. They're going to be fabulous for collaging. So I shouldn't say only good for collaging. They're going to be great for collaging because they're just, they're a really, really natural, yummy color. So I'm happy with this nice little size for a journal. This book, I couldn't leave it there. It's a nice size for my latest intrigue is altering books to become art journal books. And I think this one could work. It's in pretty nasty shape, but I think I like that there's printing on it. I think there's room to maybe put down some, a nice big flower and a cool looking, I don't know, a raven or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's possibilities here. And for $1, I couldn't leave it on the shelf. Now, let's see what the age is. I know I wrote it down. 1933. So it's in the 90s. It's in its 90s. It's getting up there. I love this book. I had good luck in the religious section at the Kirby Church book sale this week. And again, I like the size. I like the texture of the book cloth. It's it's nice. And I like the color. This green is lovely. This actually is a book. This gentleman apparently taught Sunday school for 52 weeks. And he decided his lessons were so good, he published his lessons of Sunday school for 52 weeks. This is from 1937. So, again, I'm not sure whether the whole text block will come out and this will just become a journal, or don't know yet. But I thought it was worth experimenting on. This one I got mostly because the illustrations in it are lovely. This is one of those two-sided books where when you look at it in this direction, you can read it, and if you flip it over, there's a whole other story in this direction. But the artwork is beautiful. For both stories, the artwork is just lovely. Like, how cool is that? Wouldn't that make a great cover for a book? And it is, what year is this? 1955. And the illustrator, Marjorie Torrey. So again, this is, I doubt that I will ever use the cover, but the illustrations are just delightful. Very, very pretty illustrations. So, oh, and I already dealt with this. The gentleman who handed it to me and said, I don't know if you'd like this, because they kind of know what I like. And he said, the illustrations are pretty, he said, but unfortunately somebody tried to repair one of the pages with Scotch tape, which was this page. Well, I gasped in delight, of course, which is why I've already taken it off and I've saved it. I peeled all the cellophane tape off. I don't know if you do that, but boy, I love old cellophane tape. I love it. So that's why that's like that. So I like that one. I like this one. This is, again, I've got a little shelf going with rather thin books that seem to be sturdy. Hold on, that's just the leaf that were the dust jacket. I like this one. It's just a paper cover, but I like it. I like the color. I like the title. I like that it would lend itself to having something cool applied to the cover. And it's still in firm enough condition because it's not that old. The salutation in it is 1941. I think this is also 37. Oh, 1934. So, there's a few little color plates in there. Pretty. So, yeah, this one is going to go on my shelf for playing with altered books, playing around with it, seeing what I can do with it. Again, I think it's worth experimenting for $1. It's worth experimenting with. This last book that I got from the Kirby Church sale, I love it. I like the size. I like that the cover is plain. I love the spine. Isn't that pretty? Hymnal and canticles with music. I like that it's gold, and the inside. Oh, that was me. I guess I should put those away. Well, they don't press very well. These are chicory. I've never pressed chicory before, and there was some chicory at the parking lot at the book sale. So I grabbed some and just pushed it in here. This would get used. I like the font for the titles and the music, and I like the color. There's lots of nice yellowing patina here. Oh, this is 1893, I think. Oh, no, it's not 1885. That says 1885 there. But I think that's when it first had the copyright. This edition is, oh no, maybe that is the one. First copyright was 1874. So yeah, this is 1885. So it's an old book. But I think it would make a really cool journal. It's a nice size. And again, I love when the spine is pretty. And I can work with that. I'm going to have to do a little bit of, needs a little bit of TLC here. But this can be really, really, you know, when I like to put like an old master painting on the front or something. I love that kind of book to make into a journal. What else did I get? I got this one today. I just love, look at the cover on that. How beautiful is that paper? And these little corners. It's the poems by Longfellow. But you can see it's got some damage here. Oh, not here, here. So I'm going to have to figure out my approach to it. But I like the size of it. I love this. You know what? I looked at it on the shelf and I thought, no, that's, I don't want to deal with that. And so I looked at it, I put it back, I wandered around, I went over, I looked at it again, I put it back, and I wandered around a bit more, and I just kept tugging at my heartstrings, the cover and the gold on the corners and such. Oh, the year 1893. It's old. The first poem in it is Evangeline. Oh, and I also liked the pages. Every single page has this red border around it, and I thought that would be quite unique. Oh, the wreck of the Hesperus. It's just, I just think that's so unique, and I think that would be make for interesting inserts into other journals with that little tiny bit of red. So I ended up saying, yeah, this book is calling out to me. It wants to be a journal. It's just so pretty. And I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I've had worse. Here's my challenge. When I have a really battered up book that's just so beaten up it's ugly, those are the ones that are fun to just cover in lace and restore, not restore, but fortify it in that way. And see, the rest of this book, everything but that, I wouldn't touch it. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty. So I'm going to have to think long and hard about what I'm going to do with this one. I'll come up with it. I'll come up with it. It was meant to be. I grabbed it. Now I found this there. It is Family Herald, a cute little newspaper that was printed for a long time in Canada. I mean, 100th year. Actually, this is the last edition. Oh, it's from Bracebridge, Ontario. Wow. Anyhow, I like these Family Herald newspapers because they've got really great advertisements in the back, and they can make for just some fun. They have cool little ads and recipes. You know, I mean, come on, cramping and gas pains. You know that's right up my alley. So it's a cute little old newspaper that, of course, doesn't print anymore. But I had to snag this when I saw that there. They had a few 1960s Saturday Evening Posts, and they had two 1960s Better Homes and Gardens magazines. But I showed real strength, and I thought, no, I have enough magazines. For how much I use magazines, I have plenty. So I showed some restraint with the magazines, but this I had to have. And this was only, I think it was like $1 they wanted for this one. They wanted more for the magazines. So I'm okay with that. And these are, again, more experimenting. YouTube suggested a video to me yesterday. I thought I had watched all of Kelly's videos from Book and Paper Arts. And obviously I hadn't, because YouTube suggested one to me, and I thought, what's this? Kelly's away on vacation. What is this? And it was an old one. And she had made a junk journal using a baby board book. And I thought, I got to do this. I got to do this. So I knew that for me, my cheapest place to find old baby board books was my St. Vincent de Paul. So I went over, and sure enough, 25 cents, and 25 cents. And I got a senior's discount. That was a bonus. So there we go. That's it. It was a short and sweet little book haul, mostly. I didn't find anything else. I'm looking around my room in case there is something I forgot. Hold on. No, nothing else here. I'm looking around. If I did find anything else, I guess I've put it away because I don't see it anywhere. So there you go. Thanks for joining me this morning. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And we'll talk soon. I got to get back to work. I want to get the papers ready for the text blocks for the Thornton Burgess bedtime books. There's just no point turning on my camera when I'm doing this. It's pretty mind-numbingly dull. Just measuring papers, cutting, tearing, measuring, folding, cutting, tearing. Yeah. So I want to get that done when it comes time to decorating and all that. Yes, we'll get the camera going, and it should be fun. So take care. Have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Bye.